All right, welcome back to the deep dive. You ever get that feeling where, like, you just got to see something in action to really get it?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a hands-on learner myself.
Right. So that's kind of the vibe for today's deep dive. We're looking at Azure AI, specifically this create demo thing in Azure Cognitive Search. It's pretty slick.
Yeah, it's really lowered the bar for getting started with AI.
Okay, so for our listeners who maybe haven't gone too deep with Azure, think of Azure AI as this whole toolbox Microsoft made for building smarter apps, right?
Exactly. And cognitive search is the piece that makes all those apps actually understand and find information.
And the create demo option, well, it's kind of like the express lane to seeing it all work. So today we're going to walk through how you can use this like rapid fire demo setup to get a feel for what Azure AI can do. And honestly, why that speed matters so much.
I think that's key. There's so much buzz around AI, but people can get intimidated by the setup. This demo feature, it really
Uh,
changes the game.
Big time. Now, our sources all point to cognitive search being this, well, amazing way to index and query data. But this create demo thing, it's not just about speed, is it?
No, definitely not. I mean, yeah, it's fast, but the real value is that you get a tangible experience right away. You're not just reading about concepts, you're seeing them in action.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that instant feedback has got to spark some ideas, right?
Absolutely. Instead of getting bogged down in configuration, you're immediately thinking, okay, how could I use this? You see how AI services like natural language processing or image analysis could fit into your own work. It's really inspiring.
Makes total sense. Okay, so let's say you're listening and thinking, all right, I'm in. Where do I start? Our resources lay out a pretty straightforward path. Step one, pretty basic.
hmm
You need an Azure account.
Yep, that's your entry point. Think of it like setting up shop before you start building.
Gotcha. The good news is Microsoft's got options like free trials and stuff.
Oh, for sure. They want to make it easy to get started so you can experiment without breaking the bank.
Nice. So you've got your account. Now it's time to create a new Azure Cognitive Search service.
Yeah.
And our sources mention the Azure portal. That's like your command center for all things Azure.
Yeah, the portal is where you manage everything. Once you're logged in, you'll want to create something called a resource group. It's basically just a way to keep all the parts of your demo organized.
Like a digital filing cabinet for your AI projects.
Huh, exactly.
Love it. And within that resource group, you create the actual cognitive search service. You search for it in the portal, and then got to pick a pricing tier. Our sources mention that too. So what's the thought process there?
Well, if you're just playing around with the create demo, the most basic tier, or even a free one if they've got it, should be more than enough.
Makes sense. You don't need the super powered version just to test things out.
Exactly. Start small, and you can always scale up later if you need more horsepower.
All right, service is up and running. Now for the fun part, the indexer. This is where that create demo magic happens. So normally, setting up an indexer can be a bit of a beast, right?
Oh, yeah. Usually you'd have to point the indexer to your data, whether it's a database, files in the cloud, whatever. Then you got to define the whole schema, how the data is structured for searching. It can be a lot.
Yeah, I've been there. But this create demo option kind of sidesteps all that.
Big time. It's so smart. When you hit that button in the indexer settings, Azure basically spins up a little sample data set, a simple index structure, the whole 9 yards.
It's like a pre-built playground with all the toys ready to go.
Totally. So you can instantly see the search functionality without having to get your hands dirty with data prep. It's perfect for just grasping the concepts.
So smart. Now, once you've got that basic search demo going, our sources highlight the next level, adding those cognitive services like computer vision, text analytics, and all that.
That's where things get really interesting. The basic search shows you what information is there, but the cognitive services let you understand the meaning of that information.
So it's like going from a simple dictionary to a full-blown encyclopedia.
That's a great analogy. Like if your demo includes images, computer vision can analyze them. It can identify objects, landmarks, even pull out text from the image.
Wow. And what about text analytics?
Text analytics can process any text you've got. It figures out the sentiment, is it positive, negative, neutral, and picks out key phrases. It adds a whole layer of intelligence beyond just matching keywords.
That's powerful stuff. So think about searching a bunch of photos and being able to filter by photos with dogs. That's computer vision at work. Or going through customer reviews and instantly seeing if they're mostly positive or negative. That's text analytics. It's mind-blowing.
It really is. And this is just scratching the surface. The possibilities are endless.
Now, I know our sources also talk about this Azure Cognitive Search SDK. That's for the developers who want to get really custom, right?
Exactly. The SDK is like a toolbox for building more sophisticated search experiences. It gives you the code libraries to interact directly with the Azure Cognitive Search service.
So you can build your own unique interfaces, add advanced features.
Absolutely. You can do things like faceted navigation, those filters you see on the side of search results, or suggest search terms as the user is typing. You have total control over the experience.
That's awesome. So create demo gets you started, and then the SDK lets you go wild. Love it. Now you've built this amazing demo. You've added all the bells and whistles. Got to make sure it actually works, right?
Now, absolutely. Testing is crucial. You need to simulate how real users would interact with the demo, throw different search queries at it, try different data inputs, see how it holds up.
And Azure's got tools for that, right?
Yep, they've got monitoring tools to track performance, identify bottlenecks, and make sure your search results are accurate and relevant. It's like quality control for your AI.
Makes sense. And once you're confident, the last step is deployment, getting your demo out there for the world to see. Azure App Service gets a shout out in our sources. What makes it a good fit?
App Service is awesome because it handles a lot of the behind-the-scenes stuff for you. It's a platform designed specifically for deploying web apps. You don't have to worry about servers or operating systems or any of that.
So it's super convenient.
Totally. Plus, it's scalable, meaning it can handle a lot of traffic if your demo gets popular. And it plays nicely with other Azure services, so everything just works together seamlessly.
Perfect. Okay, so we've covered the how-tos, but let's zoom out for a second. Why should anyone, you listening, care about this ability to build AI-powered search demos quickly? Our sources give us some pretty compelling use cases across different industries. Let's jump into e-commerce first.
Oh, yeah, e-commerce is a great example. Imagine being able to give shoppers this amazing search experience where they can type in something like red dress with long sleeves and floral print, and they get exactly what they're looking for.
Even if the product descriptions don't use those exact words.
Yep. That's the power of AI. Plus, you can do things like visual search, where a customer uploads a picture of something they like and the system finds similar items.
Super cool. And imagine the impact on sales, right? Happier customers, more conversions, and with a quick demo, an e-commerce company could test all this out without a huge investment.
Exactly. It's a low-risk way to explore the potential.
Now, healthcare. That's another field that could really benefit. There's just so much information in healthcare, right?
Oh, a ton. Patient records, research papers, medical journals. It's overwhelming. But Azure AI can help make sense of it all. For example, natural language processing can pull key info from doctors' notes, and intelligent search can help researchers find relevant studies in seconds.
So a hospital could, say, build a demo to see how quickly they could find specific patient info based on complex criteria.
Exactly. Faster insights lead to better decisions, which is critical in healthcare.
Absolutely. What about finance? That's another industry that swims in data.
Oh, yeah. Finance is all about data, and being able to analyze it efficiently is crucial. AI can spot patterns that humans might miss, and intelligent search can give financial professionals quick access to critical info.
So they could build a demo to test out, like fraud detection algorithms.
That's one example. Or they could see how quickly they could analyze market trends and make better investment decisions. The possibilities are huge.
Last but not least, let's talk about education. What can Azure AI do for students and teachers?
The potential for personalized learning is really exciting. AI can track student performance and recommend tailored learning materials. Intelligent search can connect students with a vast library of resources.
Imagine a student being able to ask a question in plain English and get instant answers from videos, articles, whatever.
That's the future of learning. And a quick demo could show a school how easy it would be to create that kind of experience for their students.
This has been amazing. So many cool use cases. It really highlights the power of Azure AI. As we wrap up, what's the main takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
I think the biggest thing is that this create demo feature in Azure Cognitive Search is a game changer. It makes AI accessible to everyone. You don't need to be a tech whiz to see it in action and understand its potential.
I totally agree. And we've seen how powerful it can be across so many different industries. Whether you're in e-commerce, healthcare, finance, education, Azure AI can help you do amazing things. And this create demo option is the fastest way to get started.
And this brings up a thought for you, the listener. Given how easy it is now to build a basic AI-powered search app, what are some problems in your own field that you might now be able to solve? What new opportunities can you see? The fact that you can prototype so quickly opens up a whole new world of possibilities, so go out there and explore.
That's it for the deep dive. Thanks for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. Until next time.